large snakes, bugs of all kinds, and there's even a few nesting pairs of bald eagles in the area today. Now what about people? Were there people here in 1607, let's say, before there was a canal, before there was even a Georgetown? It's important to remember that before the arrival of Europeans here, there were folks indigenous to this area with their own culture, their own societies, their own ways of life. The people who lived here and around most of Washington, D.C. were known as the Nacotchtank. Can everybody say that with me? Nacotchtank. Okay, now, for those of you who are local to D.C., something about that word might sound familiar, so listen carefully. Nacotchtank, 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 and Nacostan, and Nacostan, and Anacostia, okay? So this word is where the eastern branch of the Potomac, the Anacostia River, gets its name. The Nacotchtank, or Anacostans, had several villages in the area, including one up a ways between the river and the road, about a mile or so up that way. They were a branch of the Piscataway, which are much more well-known Algonquin-speaking people who are indigenous to southern Maryland. Now, we don't have any of the writings of the Nacotchtank, and so I can't share any of their direct words with you. But I can tell you that there was an archaeological dig done in 1996 that uncovered further evidence, including the remains of a burial site of a young woman from over 1,000 years ago. And the items that were found with the cremated remains are suggestions of a great migration of indigenous people from the Great Lakes region up north to here at the Potomac, with various stops in between. Okay, now what I'd like you to do is think about the Nacotchtank and think about the original settlers to this area and everything that we can see and everything that we've talked about. Why do you think they would pick a place like this to live? Okay, ponder on that a little bit as we continue on our tour and get ready to reverse the boat.
Lockers and raising low windows. We're still using canals across the world, but modern ones are mechanically powered.
Okay, thank you everyone for joining this tour with us. We hope you had fun, but most importantly, we hope you learned a lot. Feel free to say hi to Captain Bob, the rest of the crew, Rex, or myself when you get ashore.